Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some Suzie's cookies. These were sent to us from Sarah in California, so thank you very much to Sarah. We have the cookie butter filled cookies, and then these are filled sandwich cookies. These are the cookie butter.
Almond butter, peanut butter, and hazelnut cream.
So if this box looks familiar to you, if you're like, Tammy, you've already reviewed some of those, we have. We did a review where they look just like this, the box. We reviewed the soft and creamy hazelnut cream and the almond butter. And it was these.
Filled.
Yes. So these are soft and creamy filled cookies with cookie butter. Okay. And we found them in our area. We found those two in Kroger. And those were the only two they had. They didn't have all these other flavors. So I'm thrilled to death that Sarah found them out in California. They're actually made by Good Groceries Company in Brooklyn, New York. It's www.goodgroceries.com. They are a product of Greece, it says. So they're made, they're, I guess, maybe distributed out of Brooklyn, New York, and they're a product of Greece. It says there are 6 servings in the container.
They're kind of broken, but that's okay.
Oh.
They feel like a very buttery cookie.
Yeah, one cookie's 110 calories.
You know, make sure you get something with filling in it.
Mm-hmm.
What flavor is that? No, I call it cookie butter. Mm-hmm. Very, very buttery, almost shortbread kind of texture. Very crumbly.
It says cookie butter, but then it says speculoos cookies.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it has orange juice, raisin syrup.
Maybe it's a sweetener or something. Who knows?
Honey,
I like
brown
that.
sugar.
The filling for me, it's almost like, it's really almost like there's not a filling there. I mean, you can see it. There's a layer in there, but it's dry like the cookie. It's not like it's a cream or anything like that in the middle. It's just like the same texture as a cookie.
It is, but it's an incredible cookie.
Oh, it's actually, I could sit there and keep eating it. But not because of the filling, but more because of that kind of that buttery texture.
Yeah, it's more, yeah, it's buttery. It's very, very crumbly, as you see. Mm-hmm. And you only get 6 in the package. Mm-hmm. But
when you bite into it, it's almost like powder.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it would kind of remind you of a shortbread cookie, yep. Except it's like it's like you have a very thin layer of shortbread, and then in the center, you have it's filled with that cookie butter. I think those are excellent.
Yeah, it does. The flavor reminds me of a shortbread, but it doesn't feel like a shortbread because it's too crumbly.
Yes.
Shortbreads are typically more snappy.
So we wanted to try cookie butter and then cookie butter. So this is the cookie butter filled sandwich cookie.
Sorry.
One cookie is 120 calories.
Oh, wow.
There are 6 in this. So, oh, yum.
Put that there. Here we can do one. Definitely filled.
And they're thick.
Mm-hmm. That has that kind of same gritty cookie kind of texture. Mm-hmm. I love those texture. The texture of those cookies is awesome.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember.
It's very good. I don't really get, do you get cookie butter though? Maybe a little bit.
Okay. No, I do not get cookie butter. I love the texture of it. I love how soft it is. It's soft, but it's crunchy and crumbly at the same time. It's not hard at all. Mm. But it doesn't.
It's like you're biting through sand almost.
I don't know that you would ever guess cookie butter.
Mm-mm.
I was wanting to know how expensive these were. So when we bought the other ones from Kroger, they were $4.99 each at Kroger. So $5 a box. $5 for 6 cookies. I think that is why these probably aren't available like everywhere, is because I do think they're a little bit more expensive. They're a higher end cookie, but I tell you what, it would be a $5 well spent because
Very, very good.
they're so delicious. So this is hazelnut cream, and so the cookie butter was 120 calories. The hazelnut cream is only 110 calories. So if you want to save some calories, they are on Twitter under Suzie's brand, if you follow Twitter. I love how thick they are, and
get a good amount of filling.
it, you know, to look at it just visually, it looks like a Nilla wafer, but bigger.
So not a vanilla wafer.
Oh no.
Again, love the texture of the cookie.
You know it's hazelnut, but it's not a strong nutty hazelnut, if that makes sense. It's more of a watered down hazelnut.
Yeah, it's very good.
So you do get it, but it's not as strong of a flavor at all as the cookie butter. That one's okay. For me, that one, even though I love the texture and everything, that one wouldn't be a repurchase because I would rather have a stronger hazelnut flavor.
Yeah, I agree. The hazelnut's not really strong. And even though even though when we were eating the cookie butter, I said, you don't really taste cookie butter, it's definitely a different flavor, a stronger, sweeter flavor in the cookie butter.
Yes.
So that I'm sure that is the cookie butter coming through.
Yeah, you can definitely, once you've had a hazelnut, you can definitely tell the difference between the two.
Yeah, it's definitely that flavor of, I guess that's the cookie butter that I'm tasting.
But you wouldn't have necessarily guessed cookie butter if no one had told you that. So this is oat and honey peanut butter. Oh, wow, that's filled. My goodness. 140 calories.
I've noticed with these cookies, they're like 1/2 is filled. It's like 1/2 is a little thicker than the other.
Wow, yeah.
It's like it's all squished on one end. So I'm gonna eat the thick end.
Mm-hmm.
I like the texture.
Mm-hmm. That's the number one thing is the texture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's literally like you're eating brown sugar or something. I mean, it's gritty.
For me, the peanut butter is where it lets me down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because even though I love the texture of these, I like the peanut butter better and a Nutter Butter.
Yeah.
Nutter Butter, peanut butter, it's just, it's sweeter. This is more peanut. It tastes like natural peanut butter is what it tastes like.
I don't get a lot of the peanut butter flavor at all. It's mostly cookie, but you do get a little bit of peanut butter, but it's not as good as like the cookie butter one.
I do get peanut, and like I said, it's a natural peanut butter flavor. There's not a lot of sweetness there. So 5 out of 5 for texture. I just wouldn't get that flavor.
Yeah,
again.
and even though it says oats and honey, I didn't get an oaty flavor. It doesn't have that oaty texture of an oat cookie or anything like that.
But I could eat the whole package just because of the texture.
And the cookie itself is just really good. They could just sell the cookies without putting any filling in them, and I would buy them. This is a butter cookie.
These are oat and cranberry.
Okay, they do have
cranberry in the
stuff
cookie.
in the
Yeah. This is the Almond Butter Filled Sandwich cookie. It is 130 calories.
Those are bigger cookies than the other ones.
Bigger round, yeah. Okay.
And what's this, almond butter?
This is almond butter in oat and cranberry.
I get that almond flavor.
Mm-hmm. And I got a cranberry from the cookie because it's very chewy.
Something in there was crunchy. I don't know if there's like a little piece of almond in the cookie itself or what, but
I'm sure there are.
that's really good. That's my second favorite.
Mm.
The cranberries do stuck your teeth a little bit though.
The cranberries, yes, they do, but it's not because you taste the cranberry.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, they don't have that tart cranberry flavor.
It's because that almond butter is so delicious, and it's not your traditional almond butter where it's really, really plain. It has a really good amount of sweet and salty.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the little saltiness in it? Not overwhelmingly salty, but there is some salt there. The texture of all of these cannot be beat.
Yeah.
You cannot compare these to any like mass-made cookies.
No, not regular cookies.
No.
And I said that would be my number 2. It's not. Because I don't like the texture as much in there because the cranberry interferes with it.
I figured you would say that. Yeah.
Because while you're chewing it, you're getting stuff. I mean, I've got cranberry stuck in my teeth.
Right. Okay. So, it had peanut butter. Well, first of all, I would like to ask you, we had cookie butter and cookie butter. One was a filled cookie, and one was a sandwich.
I like the sandwich cookie better.
Okay, I like the filled cookie better. I liked how it was. I mean, I like the sandwich cookies, but this one just edges it out just a little bit.
For me, it's all about that. You get more cookie with that sandwich cookie.
If I were to buy one all the time, it would be that
and
one.
mine would be the sandwich cookies, but same thing. The cookie butter. My number 2 would be the peanut butter.
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to pick the almond butter.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick both of the cookie butters. So,
yeah, I agree.
So the filled cookies and then the sandwich cookies.
Those are both for me in first place.
Yeah, and then the almond butter is going to be my third place.
Yeah, and peanut butter would be my third.
But these are truly, I know they're $5 for 6 cookies. You're going to have to keep yourself from eating them all though, because you're going to want to, because that texture, it's scrumptious. That's the best word to describe these. It's absolutely scrumptious. And even though I said that about the peanut butter, that it's a natural peanut butter, a lot of you are going to appreciate that so much that it's not overly sweet. And it is, even though it's not as sweet as I want my peanut butter, it's absolutely top quality.
Like I said, I don't get a really strong peanut butter flavor, but it's there. It's definitely there.
Well, I think these are worth a try. If you see them, I know at our Kroger, they're like on the bottom shelf, and they're not with the mass-produced cookies. They're kind of down with the more specialty cookies, the more expensive, like Dewey's Bakery and things like that. That's where Tate's Bake Shop. You know, the Tate's Bake Shop isn't down with the Oreo and the Keebler. They're on down the shelf a little bit. You got to walk a little further. But Sarah, thank you very much for sending these to us. I'll have a picture for you at the end, and thanks for watching.